got a wild one for you this week.
That's right. We have an amazing guest. Kornbread, the snack Jeté, is with us on the podcast. We talk about everything.
We eat Cummies candies.
That's right. We talk about the gigs. We talk about what happened behind the scenes on Drag Race. And we talk
Taking
about...
back shots on Twitter.
talk about what it's like to live in downtown Los Angeles.
But we didn't talk about your little trip to the Philippines or wherever you went. Thailand. Oh, well. Goodbye.
Oh.
Mom!
When your first choice is a big old bus,
You turn around and boom,
you end up with us.
sloppy seconds. Oh, diva. Our number is 213-536-9180E. Our email is sloppysecondspod. I don't know, it's in the outline. Our email is sloppysecondspod@gmail.com. Now, on with the show. How you sloppy, you stupid little fucks, you nasty little fucks, you dirty little fucks, you stupid little fucks. Welcome to Sloppy Talking with Big Dipper and Meatball and that's Big Dipper.
E.
Sports is in the game.
Someone is in the computer. Look. Someone is doing something to my outline right now. Do you see it?
Yeah, what's going on? Is that you?
I don't know.
Should I
There's a
leave?
ghost.
Oh, no.
There's a ghost in the house.
I may have locked a cat in the guest room.
What does that have to do with my computer being?
Because I'm on that outline too, and I added stuff to it, and now I think there might be a cat in the guest room.
On the Google Doc?
On my Google Doc.
At your house?
Yes.
Typing on our outline?
Yes.
Well, you're working from a PDF, so yours is protected.
Padafa.
You like computer talk?
I love computer talk, but you know what? We let's not waste any more time. We have an incredible guest here today.
That's right.
So please welcome to the pod. She can shake it. She can bake it. She is a diva with a propensity for expensive handbags.
Oop.
We're featuring one today from season 14 of RuPaul's Drag Race. It's Kornbread, the snack.
Jeté!
Yeah, hello.
Hi, Kornbread.
Hello,
Hi.
hello.
This is really cute in here. You know, most podcast places, when they ask you to go places, they're in like their basement and like you have shit like a water heater. But like this is a really nice room.
Thank you.
Yeah.
When Priyanka was here, she said, "Did someone take a shit in the hallway?" I thought she was, and I'm upset because I'm proud of this place.
Wait, why would she say
No,
that?
it's because someone took a shit.
It did smell like Dookie.
When we
that
came
day.
in that one day, the whole place smelled a little bit like Dookie. You've walked into a Dookie room before.
Yeah, we literally do Dragon downtown.
We do. Well, wait, I have to ask you something. I mean, there's stuff on the outline, but how have you convinced all of these girls that I would assume would live in WeHo to move to downtown
Yeah,
LA?
everyone's living downtown.
Everyone's in your building.
No, so because I moved in, hopefully you know where we at, but like, so I moved in there because one specific bald head person was there, and like before I ran off to go to, 'cause I don't want to tell about business. Before I ran off to Drag Race, I was like, oh, I need like drag jewelry, which I did not wear. I just wore like little hoops and stuff because hello fish. So I went to go get the earrings from our house. I was like, this building is cute, and because I was a little nervous, but then I looked, I was like, I need to come in here, once like I get some money or something. And so yeah, so I ended up moving in there, and then the photographer, David Martinez, who like shoots a lot of girls as well.
Yeah.
And she's like all my stuff. So he's there too, and I went to go shoot with him after the show was done. I was like, I like this place. He said, oh, there's like a 2-bedroom loft upstairs. I'm like, oh my God, I should like move in here. And then the leasing person is like obsessed with like drag. He's a fan of, like Drag Race. He's not like creepy, but he's like a fan of. He's like really sweet. So I was like, well, bitch, fuck it. And so after that, I text Georges. I was like, you should move there, because like she was out of a different state, and I was like, why not move here?
Yeah.
And she did. And then like Carrie lives there too, because I used to go to Carrie's old place, and we both Carrie hated her old place, and I hated it too. So I was like, yeah, we should all just. Like,
I just
move.
remembered it was shocking
Hate
when
her.
I found out that
You're
Carrie and Georges lived in the same
collecting
building.
the girls.
Girl.
You're collecting them like she collected them.
Yeah, essentially.
Now, I did see that you did take your niece or nephew.
Oh my God, yeah,
reading
yeah.
in your own building.
Yeah. So like my drag sister, she like adopted kids because her partner's sister. Long story situation, but like they have he didn't want the kids to go into like the system.
Yeah.
So they adopted one kid last year, and they just got their daughter a week ago, 2 weeks ago.
Oh.
So they have
That's
2 children. Yeah. And so called Hershey, and I was like, so what we doing with the kid? And he was like, what do you mean? And he was like, it's Halloween, like trick or treating, like
Yeah.
hello, like that's a thing. And it's like I guess it didn't cross their mind. I was like, oh, say less. So I was like, be in my house an hour and a half, and I just texted everybody, and I was like, show up. Y'all need to be in the costume, and I was like, I'm going to go drop candy off at all my neighbors so they can get the experience. And like I know so many
Oh
people in
my
the building, yeah.
God.
So I was
That's
like,
incredible.
Chris, why would you not take a kid trick or treat? And
Well,
now
I don't think people in LA take kids trick or treating.
I don't think
anymore.
anyone went
that's what I'm saying. We
trick-or-treating.
did in the South. I wasn't gonna walk them around the streets, especially
Yeah.
not downtown, because he'll grab some of the wrong stuff. But we're not doing that. That's the wrong
I
kind of
do
candy.
like some of that rock candy though.
Not that rock candy right outside a rail line.
No, I mean like when it's a sugar on a stick,
You know they do parking
not
lot.
the nose stuff.
Bigger sugar, a sugar.
They
bigger.
do parking lot trick or treating.
I know, but that's weird because that's literally training your child to walk up to a
To a
car
stranger's
and take
car.
candy.
I agree.
That's literally-
it's like tailgating.
Which is nerve wracking because like he comes to my house now. Like, the kid always comes to my house, but he comes to my house now. He goes, "Oh my God, candy time!" And he thinks we're gonna go like knock on. He knows George's very well because George's opened up in like a sloth costume, and then David and our friend Adrian, who their partners, and they opened up the door in their little costume too. Literally everybody showed up in like full costume. It's so cute. Like
Oh,
it's
I
a bunch of
love
them.
that.
But, like-
what a little gay community.
Yeah, they're also just like crazy as hell too because they just listen to me. I'm just like, come over and you better be in the costume. I'm gonna be pissed because it's for the kid, and they show up, and I'm like, wow, something's wrong with all of y'all. Like we're all sick.
But you have a certain gravitas.
Yeah.
You have a certain, like, if you say something, people do it.
Because it's not usually for me. It's like people reach out to help me sometimes, not a lot of people. Like Yuan, who heard rumors and stuff and was like, hey, if you need something, pull up, which I did. People don't do that, like for me on a regular. So it's like rare kind of situation. But for me, that's something I always do because it's just like, you know, essentials.
And now, where are all the items that you took?
They're in my. I still have every last one of them sitting in my. No, I did not like. No, you gave. I'm not gonna throw your stuff away. My favorite one though is
coming
that
over.
outfit that you have for Orville. Is at my house in North Hollywood, so you want to come in and get it.
Wait, at your house in North Hollywood?
Houses?
Homes.
Because like my drag
family,
family, we got a house together, and then
Oh, the Jeté.
Yeah, so we like-
Now, are you still a Jeté or have you dropped?
no, always
Okay.
gonna be a Jeté. Like it's engraved on the knuckles.
How did that happen? You
Yeah.
came to LA
Mhm.
to do musical theater?
Musical theater in 2010.
So what was in your book?
Like my musical theater book,
Yeah, to audition with.
the wrong stuff.
Oh,
so I will
wow.
like walk into a
It's
room.
always the wrong stuff.
Only wrong because I was just like flamboyant as hell. This is like before like transition stuff. So I was like this little gay boy at the time running around, and I go walk into the room and go, "Hi, my name is Tevin, and I'll be here auditioning for the role of Cole House and for like singing like Wheels of a Dream from Ragtime." But it's like this big like deep down like so I'm like I sing like
An
opera
Old
and
Man
stuff,
River.
and they be looking at me like, "Sis, you came here beveling like in like serving pussy, and like how are you singing this like deep song and you expect to be somebody's dad?" And then that's when I realized maybe this isn't for me right now, because
Well,
it wasn't changing that.
Wait, where did you go to acting school? Where'd you go?
Do we have to say?
No.
No.
I don't want to give them credit. No, I'm kidding. I'm going to say,
Oh, okay.
Oh,
but
well, see,
I dropped
so
out of
many
that
people
too.
who went to
Like the
AMDA
tour.
go like, I don't
I don't
want
want to talk about it, but they're all successful.
Yeah, but it's not. That's the thing.
It's
They're
not
successful
AMDA.
doing anything but what you thought of AMDA.
Yeah.
So like, I enjoyed the fuck out of AMDA. Like the people that I met, and then like I learned LA from going to AMDA. But like,
Oh, right.
and then I was like, okay, well now I know how to catch the train, and I know where everything is. I'm gonna quit. So I just dropped out.
And then
And now
what
look at
kind
you.
of musical theater, like, what's happening here that people are auditioning
You've
for?
never
Like,
been to Pantages?
the show at the Pantages? But those are mostly tours. They get cast elsewhere.
I think they cast
But no,
a lot of the national tours
national
here.
tours and stuff like yeah, they do them. They do them all over. So here in New York are places to do it. However, like New York is like way more aggressive than it is in LA when it comes to like music theater. 'Cause
Yeah.
you're on your way there and they were like, "Oh my God, you're going to go audition for this?" I'm like, "Yeah. Oh, I worked with Tony last week and when he directed blah blah blah." And everybody know each other. So then you walk into the room because I moved to New York for like two months.
What?
Yeah, and I was like, I gotta go
You know, it's
because
my
I
favorite
went to.
city.
I love visiting, but like trying to like
for
make
4
it
days max.
chop. Yeah, no, you can't do too much more
And
than
then
that.
you
My
gotta get out of
December
there.
trip, 4 days.
4 days.
Yeah,
I'm
'cause
going
that-
to see A Strange Loop and coming home.
Yeah, I want to go to a Strange Loop. I did something actually for a Strange Loop. It should be out by then.
You did some what?
I recorded. Michael Corte, he does a thing on YouTube.
Uh-huh.
And I did a vocal track for a Strange Loop. Yeah, it's probably coming out soon. I'm real cute, but like I just like ended like working with them, and like there's like a black trans woman in the show.
Yeah.
And like it's closing, so obviously that means like the tour is coming up. So I'm like
Uh-huh.
super excited because I sang the song she did from the show. So I'm like, girl, like throw a bitch on there. So I'm like,
Yes.
yeah, like full
Yes.
move. But I want to go see the closing because it's like
Yes.
the day after my birthday. I'm like, I literally want to buy tickets because like they're cheap now, but yeah, we'll
This
see.
lovely, cute young man who I invited to come to the show with me.
That's precious.
Who?
A person.
The man that we saw in the subway when we were leaving the live show?
No.
At
No,
Bar Redacted?
don't
And
do
you
that.
taking him to see a
Don't
Strange
do that.
Loop?
Yeah, I'm taking him to see Strange Loop. And he was like, that's so nice of you. Thank you for the offer. I'm good friends with the lead, so let's go backstage after.
Oh, that's cute.
Isn't that cute? I don't know if it's actually going to happen, and I may be
what
jinxing
are
it
the
by
dates?
saying it now.
What are the dates?
You don't ruin me. Don't ruin my trip.
You trying to go?
It's just me in the back of the theater, like watching Dipper.
Going.
I mean, we can honestly plan
You
it.
gonna kiss on the mouth?
Cornbread is saying she wants
What's
to go.
the? I know. I
Just
hear.
no,
Tell
don't-
me the date.
Don't ask no more. Just rewind it back. You already said it in the beginning, so you can just like listen to it. We can go sneak and do it.
Oh, we're gonna sit
You
in the
know I
back,
live for
just
Messi,
like
so.
at Wicked when I ran into the theater. You don't need to show up to the theater so fucking early
For what?
in New York to see any of the shows. There's like so many people.
Well,
it's
you
like,
don't have to.
You got to be on time.
You have to be on time because they start on time. When we went
They
and saw
do.
Wicked, there was people walking in.
Oh,
and
they
it
don't
was
care.
like it had just hit the stroke of like whatever.
I think
9,
there's
7,
a rule.
what
There's a
time it was.
rule in New York. A Broadway show that is meant to start at like on the hour. It'll start like 6 minutes past the hour. That's like the actual go time. And on tour, it's like 11 or 12 minutes. Because they what's the word?
They have to pay the actors based on.
Well,
No,
unions,
they-
they have union stuff too.
They
Yeah.
overcompensate. Like it's built into the plan that there's going to be a little bit of a grace period. But if
Oh,
it
like
goes,
a drag show.
yeah, if
Yeah.
it goes later,
I tell everyone I don't start late. I start 15 minutes late. But I don't.
But you don't.
you don't start late.
The gag is
No, I started
every
on
show
time.
I've showed up with you, you're like always there like super early too. So that kind of makes me want to
She
get
loves
like
to go
your stuff.
early.
Like, 'cause
I
you-
like to get there early because I like to get the good spot and start drinking early.
honestly, yeah. But you're also like very like particular about your show too. Like I've seen it. Like you be like in the shows. Like the first time I did Fat Slut, you were deeply invested. Like you was
Well,
like,
that was
oh,
the
I need-
first one.
Yeah, but now you just
you were
throw
at that-
No,
Jello
she,
shrimp.
she is. Deeply
You were
invested.
you were at the first one, and now you're gonna be at the 1-year anniversary.
Yeah,
it's
which is
full
gagging.
circle.
Oh, it's full circle.
I should have had Mary Cherry back too, and she could have borrowed your
Oh,
letter
God,
for
I
your
remember
walk-in.
this story.
Did I ever tell that story on the pod?
Tell it again. It's
Tell it
worthwhile.
again.
I mean, I don't really know what happened. I know that Mary Cherry showed up with a suitcase and then was like, "I don't have a costume." And then I
Yeah.
was like hosting the show.
And I was like, here, and so I had like this like flowy
She
little
had makeup.
muumuu
It
on.
was your
Yeah.
walk-in,
It was my
walk
walk-in.
around
Mhm.
look, or not even walk around.
It was like a
walk
little muumuu.
from the house to the bar. Look.
Practically, yeah. And she was like, "Can I use?" I was like, "Sure, take it." And then she took it and did her number.
And
I
did
didn't
she
know-
bring it back, or is it at her house in North
No,
Hollywood?
she gave it back
She
to me.
covered it in
And whipped cream.
though.
Yeah. I didn't want to tell her I got it from a
Yeah.
boutique, but it was, it was. I was helping,
You're right.
very helping person.
Now,
It was a
you-
caftan, but it was not a cheap one.
Yeah, there we
That's
go.
right.
Boom.
Now watch. I'm gonna pivot here.
Okay.
We talked about House of Jeté. Clearly, you have a strong sisterly bond. You like to help out. You
Mhm.
won Miss Congeniality.
Yeah.
Oh,
Where did this sort of
Shocker.
like drag family values get instilled in you when you and how did you connect with the House of Jeté initially?
Well, first off, Calypso and I were actually like enemies because she went to too, and we like hated each other at school.
Wait,
Like,
Calypso Jeté?
yeah,
Yes.
we all went like
House of Jeté.
literally. We
I
went
didn't
to.
know she also went for acting.
So yeah, she went for acting and like obviously like dance stuff too, and she was in the musical theater program. But like her and I didn't talk too much there because like messy gays, and I wasn't like out at the
Well,
time.
who's a better singer?
Me. Like, what do you mean? She'll tell you that too.
Calypso.
No, Calypso will literally tell you.
She'll
Calypso,
twirl.
not- yeah, she'll
She'll
down.
twirl. She'll
But
swirl
yeah,
and twirl.
but she did musical
Swirl
theater because
and
like
twirl.
that's what she was like. You're just gay as hell. So I wasn't like officially like out at the time. So I was like still nervous coming from the south. Anyway, so I would see her. She's just tiptoeing around and she's being her normal messy self, and I just didn't sit right with me. So we just were not friends and like we did not talk at all. And then like randomly, you add people on Facebook. So like randomly, probably like a few years after, she posted going to Vegas on her thing like years later. So I comment. Oh my God, is there room for me in the car? LOL. And she knew I lived there because like we're like in similar neighborhoods. And it's just like, yeah, fuck it, let's do it. And so she literally pulled up in front of my house and I didn't know she was gonna go. And she was like blowing the horn. And I look out the window because I had work today. I was like, what are you doing? I was just She's like, you said you wanted to go. Let's go. And I was like, we were enemies in college and like I haven't seen you in so many years. I hopped in the car, went to Vegas with her, and then literally been best friends since that day. It was so random. And then like we just like connected, and I was like, oh, I hated you because I saw so much of what I wanted to be
right.
and could not be. So it was just
Oh.
like you're doing too much, and like people are going to notice because I had the whole Southern mentality in me. But yeah, like now we're just like inseparable. Like she gets on my nerves, kind of best friends kind of moment.
And she is the
Irritating as
mother
fuck.
of the
Mhm.
House of Jeté.
Yeah, so running it. So Calypso, and she had another daughter named Essence, who's like not her daughter anymore. That wasn't my business. It was prior to my time, and frankly, can't really know her like that. So there was Calypso, and then
Do I know Essence?
you probably do. I'll show you pictures. Then there's Kyra.
Yes.
Kyra was her
Kyra.
next daughter, and then I came along. So I originally wasn't Calypso wasn't my drag mom. Originally, we were just like drag sisters because I was like,
Right.
girl, we know each other a little too well,
Yeah.
and if you tell me what to do, we're gonna have problems. So I just allowed her to be my drag sister.
Yeah.
And then Hershey, I brought Hershey along because I like Hershey. And
Hershey.
she
I
was
love
Hershey was one of a very chaotic group of people, and I was like, no, sis, we can't do that because like you're like super talented. And then as I started like progressing, when I got on Drag Race, because a lot of people was like, oh, mom this and mom this, when they like to claim people and like, girl, ain't nobody ask you to claim them. So I asked Calypso, I was like, officially, can you be my drag mom? Because when I go on the show, I don't want anybody else to take credit for all the help that you've done.
Yeah.
And like essentially that is what a drag mom is. So yeah, that's how it came about. But we're like literally all best friends. We all live together. At one point we bought a house together. We got like a 4-bedroom house, and so we can like have like our drag stuff and end up moving out obviously because the show started and Calypso has like a bunch of ballroom kids. And I was like, baby,
Right.
they
Well,
in and out a
Calypso,
lot.
When she does a drag show, she brings the whole family.
And she puts
the
everybody
kids.
on, and
Yeah.
that's the best part about it. She pays every single one of those people.
Absolutely.
She like and brings them and gives them like opportunities just to show them, and like which is like very like good for her. And that's how like all of her kids are like doing what they're doing too. So yeah, she's good, like really good people. Hated her in the beginning, love her now, and like starting to hate her again because like we get on each other's nerves in the best way. It's probably
Well,
hormones.
you're the two TV gals now.
No,
Yeah.
literally that's how it started out. Like it was very much like, okay, now you need to get on the show. I was like, okay, cool.
And then
I
you
get on
did.
Drag Race.
And then
Yeah.
you did.
And then
So
I died.
we're gonna take a break. We'll be right back.
And we're back. Do you know Wicked?
Yeah, can
Yeah,
you sing the
do I
Wicked
know
riff?
Wicked? Of course I know Wicked.
There it is.
That's the chorus of that. Do you know Laura Farquhar does that? You know that.
I know.
And that's
in
the
Shrek
greatest thing. Yeah,
musical.
because Shrek music is my favorite musical. Don't ask why, because I really want to play Donkey. But like that part is like the best.
That
part of
would
the
be
musical to me.
legendary,
That would be
producers.
iconic.
I
Just
want to play
think about
Donkey
it.
so bad.
Donkey.
I almost did it in like Singapore, like the voice of. Like this was like years and years ago.
Did they do a puppet and then someone
Yeah, and
backstage?
someone talks on the inside of it, but then like you're like you have to do like two things. So you be able to do the voice and fit the costumes or like the other stuff. And baby, I was giving like real fat fantasy back then. So I was like, love, why y'all got me in this room? If y'all not gonna goddamn well, I'm not gonna be able to fit that costume. But I made it all the way to the end. And then it was like measurements. I was like, sis, you could tell by visuals, bitch, that I'm not getting inside of that.
Mm.
Stupid people.
I
They
saw
just
that
wanted the
little shop
voice.
with MJ
Honestly.
Rodriguez and Amber Riley was singing in the back.
So insane. She's so good.
She just sat in the back
She
saying.
came out for bows every night?
She said, "Well,
Or was it
sometimes there was a
pre-recorded?
recording." I'm convinced.
That could have easily been like, you will just pay me for my voice.
I would love that.
So on Drag
So
Race,
you are the Little Mermaid.
Oh, sorry.
Yes, I'm
No, you
Well,
go.
You go.
I really want to hear her sing. How do we make that happen?
What, you like serious? Not just not. No, that's to take the voice. I don't think that's gonna make me sing, bitch. That's gonna yank it out my throat.
And I would take your voice.
Honestly, you can have it. Jano, I will sing for you. Let's warm it. Let's keep talking a little bit so I can get warm. And I'm here for the bullshit. I got you.
Me,
La,
me,
la, 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 la.
Ah, la,
La la la. He taught me how. Okay.
You were
anyhow.
in it. No, you were invested.
my favorite.
No, you literally saw yourself like on the movie.
It's my
I'm proud of
favorite.
you.
Yeah.
That's deep.
Okay, so you left Drag Race on episode 5,
I think so.
and you weren't on episode 2
No.
because it was a split premiere, and then you did
But you were in the commercials.
Well, I was
But-
on the
and then
end.
you-
I was on the end of episode 2.
On
I
the-
got to check for that. I don't want them to try to revoke it because you
Oh,
said that.
right, because they
Yeah.
like do the recap in their show,
They showed me for 2 seconds. I was on it.
and then you did the
You got
finale,
your daily rate.
I want to get my money. You said what?
and then you did the finale,
Mm-hmm.
uh,
Reunion.
and that was a
At the reunion where you won.
at the
Miss
reunion,
Congeniality.
and that was a long ass season, but you were on a very small part of it, and you are one of the biggest stars off of this season.
But it's insane. It was crazy to like even think about it. I mentally, I went in there like I'm gonna go have fun, and it's just gonna be like a joy to do in general. Because like I get it. I have more of like a theater background than most people, so they teach you a lot of things
Yeah.
about that. But like a lot of people have to realize most drag queens. At the time are not from like theater schools. They're just
Right.
like people who enjoy drag, so they don't know the other aspect of being
Yeah.
like in like entertainment stuff and like how things work. And I was like, girl, I don't care what's happening in here. I'm going with the mindset of I'm gonna have fun in a party every day.
Yeah.
And like people be stressed out about the costumes and stuff. Like when they say, "Oh, I want to see this from you. I want to see this," and then they start going crazy. My mindset is fully, baby, this is all I got, and y'all not
Yeah.
letting me go up the street to get nothing else. I can't call my homegirl.
Right.
So why am I about to stress out about what I have in here when all I got is right in front of me. So it's like I don't think people be thinking like that. But I'd be like, girl, well, I can't go home, so this is all I got, and you're gonna have to deal with it.
I was
Simple.
just thinking about that because I was watching Dragula and they're giving the notes and they're like, we want to see more of this from you or whatever. And it's like, you know what I brought? Like, how am I supposed to,
Fully.
in one day, change everything about what I've brought?
And
Like, the note doesn't work.
But I think the note works within a parameter because you just gave an interview recently where you talked about how you had a different costume planned, but when you saw what Lizzo was wearing and how much she reacted positively to you,
right.
you said, I'm going to wear a thing that looks like what she's wearing because this is going to make me a better competitor on this challenge.
Right, but see, that works specifically if it's something like free running. So the first runway was show us who you are, what is your drag, right? So like that, you can go in there and you can throw on anything in your damn suitcase because it's like whatever you know, in your thing.
This is my drag.
But like the runways are very
it's
specific. Yeah, like this is all I got. The runways are very specific.
Yeah.
And like extremely, extremely specific. And then even like that runway, that was for like a lip sync moment or like the, you know, just in case we do like a lip sync Lollapalooza, or if we do like a song, you know how they record the stuff. I was like, okay, this would be like one of my look moments. But there's also like essentially what I do for drag. It's just always been like, girl, care how big I am, I'm gonna show you a titty, you don't see some skin. I'm like, that's how it's gonna be. So it worked. But like I was like, girl, we got that mesh, and I know who made the outfit. It come from the same nigga place I got my mesh from. So I'm like, why would you not?
Yeah.
You know the catchphrases of the show. It's bitch stole my look. Blah 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 blah. So you know what Lizzo? I knew all these things would take place had I put that costume on. And I was like, why take the opportunity away? And then there's Lizzo sitting in front of you. You really think they're not gonna give you a win? Although I do think my talent show was like the best one of the episode.
Still what I
obviously.
remember.
Like,
Where's the
but like
song, Kornbread?
it's we'll talk about that too. I'm gonna drop it. But like I was like, why not put it out when they premiere the
Shame.
next one?
Oh, when they premiere the next
Yeah,
one.
it only makes sense because people. I wasn't gonna do it because I wrote it specifically like well, a group of us got together because I was like, okay, I need to get this done. We literally got everything together for that episode of Drag Race, the talent show. That's it. I wasn't trying to sit here and do no
album.
Yeah, well, yeah, I'm not. I like music, but that particular song was just for Drag Race.
Right.
So it's like it was a 60-second thing for a reason. So they're like, we want the whole song. I'm like, baby, what no whole song playing? But like, I wrote a verse to it, and I'll like drop it just because people are asking. But I'll do it like on the premiere of the other one because it's like
That's
essential. You know?
cunty.
Yeah, you
That's
gotta do it
cunty
right.
as hell.
To be like new chickens, but also
Don't forget,
fried up.
you got to keep yourself like in the media. That's the only way it works. You got to keep relevant and make people see who you are.
Come on, big news outlet podcasts like this.
Now,
Let people know who you are.
Yeah.
The gag is you joking about like people actually like look at this and they still quote this stuff like on like Twitter and stuff. Even like Jasmine page, they'll like see stuff that they from the interview y'all had and they talk about it. People like watch this kind of stuff. So no, it's like really smart to come do podcasts and stuff. I try to sneak in here and do it even before they told us we couldn't. But
Oh right.
Oh, right. I forgot about that.
girl, but I was like, nah, baby. I told me about I don't care, girl. Let me pull
What
up.
is it with all these drag franchises not letting us have guests?
Come on our show.
Come
Okay,
on.
speaking of not letting you do things, I'm gonna get messy and you can tell me if we're not gonna go there.
Uh-oh.
Everyone
You
was
talking about
like,
me?
I'm talking to you.
About not wanting to go there when it comes to being messy.
You
Well,
tell
I
me.
just don't know.
You let me know. I'm
Yeah,
gonna ask
we'll
the
test the water in
question.
specific places. might need to
It
brush
seems like you left the show because you had an injury.
Correct.
And in the past, when a queen has left the show because of an injury, they had an open invitation to return the following season.
Right.
That did not seem like it was afforded to you, at least not from the viewing public.
Yeah.
Right. So
And then
Mhm.
it seemed like on Twitter, you said that they said, I could come back for All Stars, but not a full season, which feels strange because
Slighted.
you're not able to show what everyone else got the opportunity to show.
right.
You have to come back as an All-Star.
Right.
And so now it seems like none of that's happening.
So no, it's not that none of it's happening. It's just I'm one of those people like I don't need like I will say what I want to say,
Uh-huh.
but at the same time, what do I need? Who do I owe an explanation to? Not saying it to you. We about to talk about it, but
Oh,
it's just like
okay.
to the world of like fandom and stuff. I almost think I was shading you, but like just in general, so many people like ask so many questions after I say things.
Sure.
Yeah,
So I'm
of
just like, girl, I don't owe you explanation. Like, why am I going to waste my time with it? You come up with whatever theory you want to because you're gonna do that regardless. How it all falls
That's
out
true.
is, for example, I even like watching it. I got so much of a opportunity on the show. After the show, it was like, okay, girl, like I was the most followed up until damn near like the last 2 weeks of the episode before
Mhm.
things started jumping in. I mean, for the like finale and stuff.
And you know who the least followed was? Just kidding. No,
Whoa.
Sorry, I don't know why I did that. Continue.
Oh, because
I
We're
didn't
working
wanna-
on our negative.
Yeah.
you almost got me, girl. 'Cause I was about to say
Why?
because you know I thug life everything. But so like, basically, it's like I essentially got offered to do something else, and it's not what I wanted to do. My
Yeah.
whole goal was like I want to go back to another season and then
Yes.
do my thing, right? But at the same token, I wasn't like upset later on down the line because it's one of those things like, okay, if you bring Kornbread back right now, per se, and that's how my mind went, then it's obvious, you know?
Yeah.
And then so when I got the offer for something else, I was like, you know what, that's not for me. Like, I don't want to go on the All Stars. That's when people who have been sent home, who have that experience, who understands all that. For me, it's like, girl, if I walk into an All Stars room with people, they're gonna be like, oh, this Kornbread. And she's extremely popular from her season, blah, blah, blah. And she did X, Y, and Z from her season, and she wasn't there that long. It's gonna be the first thing you're gonna do is pull my lipstick.
Yeah.
Granted, I'll probably steal all the lipsticks and like throw them away, so you can't send me home. But at the
Mhm.
same token, yeah, it's just like, so I was like, I didn't want to go do an All Stars moment or any kind of branch off of Canada or none that wasn't for me. I want to do like a regular season. So since there was an offer, I'm gonna go somewhere else.
There was a lot of discourse about you being the new person to really stand up for yourself, because a lot of people were like, oh, the NDA, or oh, I have to be with Voss management, or I have to do this because it's all baked into the contract.
Right.
And Willem was talking about, oh, that isn't actually enforceable in the state of California. It's a scare tactic so that they can hold on to. Now, I don't need to get into the mess of all of it, but it seemed like you really were just like, oh no, I did my episodes. I gave you great TV. Now I'm going to do what I want. And you really took back total control of your career.
It was a thing of you have to walk in the room with control too. So it's essentially this. I do listen to what they say because like you're giving me an opportunity. But I'm not going to be like rebuttal everything you say.
Yeah.
But at the same token, like before we're drag artists, we're adults, and before. So all of this, you got to understand like who you are as like a person. I will never disrespect nobody over there in that room,
Right.
obviously because you hashtag want opportunities. You got to don't bite the hand that feeds you, and like I do like to eat. So it's like I'm going to go in here and I'm going to be just as stern with you as you are with me.
Oh yeah.
Right.
And they were not like, well, if you do this, we're going to hate you. That was just Voss. And you can keep that in there because he knows I don't like him. But it was just like whole Voss moment was like, we just don't get along with each other
Right.
for like obvious reasons because he's him. So it was a whole...
Boss, I can fit in her costume.
well, Voss doesn't have a costume from me because I didn't go with him from the jump. He has nothing of mine. I didn't have to pay for a photo shoot but even though we had like a promo that was
I
already
can
a
also
photo shoot.
fit in Silky's. Boss.
She's not with them either because he doesn't like fat.
Who is
He
over
doesn't
there?
want you unless you get on the TV show
No,
first.
he
Well, guess who don't want me? The TV show.
No, you can get on the TV show. He probably still won't want you. He just doesn't like fat people and also people who are just like dark. But that's a whole nother conversation. Anywho, all in all, it was just me walking into the room and just telling him like, I don't want to go with this person. My theory was there's 14 of us.
Right.
Yeah.
You were about to take all 14 of us onto your thing, right? And you already have your main bidder doing your tours and stuff. So I'm like, okay, cool. I don't want to be a part of that number. Why don't you? Because you're about to have another season, I'm sure. Like, you're not about to let this just go away. When 15 comes, that's a whole nother group of people. Who knows how many you're going to have?
Right.
If they're on the same contract as us, they're going to go with them too. What's going to happen? The people who are there are going to get pushed to the back. That's just how it is. So I was like, why not let me go somewhere where I can find somebody who wants to work with me now? We can build that relationship and it doesn't just fade away. Because now it's going to be hard for those people that you drop and let go of to find an agent or somebody to like work with them. And like I already had people that I knew, like Jason, I'm like, and we've been cool before Drag
Right.
Race. And so I was like, no, I'm not doing that, girl. Like, it just doesn't make sense logically and career-wise. But it wasn't me fighting with World of One or anybody. They listened to what I said about it, and then it was me and Voss Management who had the conversation. And our conversation ended up being, well, sleep on it, think about it. And I was like, well, I've been sleeping on it since I left the show. And I thought about it, and like, I don't want to sign this for these like various reasons. And it's just the mindset and the conversation that I had with him was not, anything that I wanted to partake in.
Right.
And like, people always say, typically like, yo, don't sleep. Is that me vibrating? It's not my phone. People always say not to say too much or like to do too much when it comes to like those kinds of people. And like, because I'm not scared of none of them folks. So it's like, you ain't right there. If you treat me wrong, then I'm going to give you the same energy you give back. He wasn't looking at my face. We were having conversation on the Zoom call. It was like, I was like, you're not even looking at me. What do you mean you want me to sign with your team? You don't want me on your team. You're just saying this because you just want everybody from the season. He was like, well, don't you go home early? We have a way, blah, blah, blah. I was like, see, your mindset is thinking since you go home at a certain spot, you're not going to be like working and stuff. But
It's treating you
For
like
their-
a number, like a
Literally a
placement
number.
in the thing, which I did think was interesting when
You've
I
seen the
was
graph.
when I was trying to book the girls. It was weird how it was like laid out, like how much they
There's
were
a grid.
worth
Mhm.
was based on how far in the show they got,
Mhm.
not based on talent or
And what people
audience
want.
appeal or what people want.
Yeah.
It was literally your placement in the episode is how much you're worth. If you keep each week, you get paid more. Like I was just like, what? This
Yeah.
doesn't make sense because this girl is not as good as this one.
Whoa. I didn't say that part. Had nothing to do with that. That was
It was
Meatball.
you saw I
Yeah,
pointed
you pointed.
from
And I'm trying to figure out exactly where those people were standing so I can know who's who. But but no, like legit though, it was just I just didn't like his mindset on everything.
Yeah.
And I'm at peace with like saying that it's not like messy. It's just we just not we're gonna work well together. Because I told him if I wouldn't be able to go anywhere else, I will literally sit and walk around and do the same local gigs that I've been doing because I like home
We'll
and I was
have you
working
a
a lot.
fat slut every month.
And
Well-
that's honestly, I literally would hear, but I don't. It's not about like I do like money, but at the same time, I'm not about to sell myself for somebody I don't like. You don't
You
like me, I don't like
also-
you,
It's
girl.
also you're worth more, and you knew that. So it's like for anyone to be confused about that or think that there's drama about it, it's like there's a business side to
Yeah.
this, and you have to take care of yourself financially. Otherwise, you'll end up with nothing.
Exactly.
And they will have taken everything.
And that's why I'm like, nah, girl, y'all can have it. Everybody, there, oh my God, you're like burning bridges, and you're gonna get blah 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 blah. So all these people think I like burning bridges, like we're doing stuff, and then I pop up on everything they do. I'm like, love, I didn't burn no bridges. It's called having a conversation to be an adult. Just because there's a contract does not mean you can't talk about it. Like just because they're giving you an opportunity doesn't mean you can't talk. Stop being so scared. It's like it's your life, it's your career, baby. If I don't like it, I'm not about to do it. Plain and simple.
That is like the
In the words of
biggest
Kim
and
Cattrall,
best. What?
I will not be unhappy for 1 hour. Or
Yeah.
whatever she says.
Not in the
Honestly.
words of, and then
then
you're
remixed
unable
it.
to host it.
This is so unhinged. But I need
Quote
to
it.
brush my hair. 'Cause I keep looking at myself.
You can brush your hair
Brush
all
your
you
hair.
I
want.
ain't used to a moment. I need to reload. But we get the chat. but, like,
Cinema verite. We're
You're
keeping
giving
it
it
real.
real.
I think, like being in control of your own career, and I think the message to people, like, just because there's an opportunity in front of you doesn't mean it's the only opportunity. Doesn't mean it's the best opportunity. I think that's like really inspiring and very cool.
It people also need to realize it's just they're giving you an outlet to show your best self in some like it's okay to have conversation. Stop being so scared. Those people are not there to be like, well, we want to ruin your career. No, they want to make your career something good, obviously, because it's going to promote their show
Yeah.
and make their show better too. So people just get so scared to say something because you're getting an opportunity and it's a show. No, have a conversation. You think RuPaul got where she was because she just said yes to everything that's going to happen? No,
She was a
pull some stunts.
disruptor. That's
She
why
literally-
RuPaul is as huge as she is now. It's because she was like you back then.
Yeah.
She stood up for herself.
And
And you
guess what
stand in
she
there.
does now? She says no to people,
Yeah.
and she fights for what she wants in order to be as successful
I
as she
think
is.
that it comes down to like these business things that you really want the opportunity because it could open up so much, and they know that, and they're like
Well,
willing
it
to
feels
take
like a
advantage.
monopoly.
Yeah, they're willing to take advantage of you for nothing because it's no skin off their back. They're not gonna get any, like lose anything.
No, literally not at all. And it's like after the show's done, like, obviously they use your name and your brand for like stuff because they give it to you, but like you're not giving them a cut of your money when you're doing those like tours and stuff. So it's like you're going out to be a light. And you're going out to, we can get you to do this. We can get you to do this. That makes more people want to apply. It's just a whole thing of have a conversation. Stop being so damn scared. Ain't no
Right.
point in just like speaking your tongue if you're speaking your truth about something. These hoes be scared of every damn thing. Bitch, you don't have a conversation with these people so you can get your damn check. Because if you don't, you can be calling asking me to borrow money.
And that's a T on that.
And that's how she got everyone to move into her building downtown.
It works. It works.
All right, we're going to take a break. We'll be right back.
And we're
back. So do you
what's
feel
it
like,
There you go.
I was just going to say, like, post Drag Race,
Uh-huh.
everybody knows your name.
Some people.
What were the wild DMs like
They
for
still
you?
think I'm silky.
How's
Because also, it hasn't even been a year.
No, it hasn't.
Oh no, that's crazy to me.
It's about to pop up in a minute. Y'all, the year's like coming around the corner.
And like correct me if I'm wrong, you're not your whole life, but many aspects of your professional life have completely changed.
Oh, 100%. Like career wise.
Yeah.
And like I've been traveling a lot more, like
Mhm.
doing stuff, and then I get cursed out by people. Because I'd be like, I'm gone this day.
Oh.
Oh well, fuck you. I'm gone this day. You
Oh
stupid
yeah, I
asshole.
did say.
Yeah, you're probably the
I
only person
hope
that can get
you
away with
die,
it.
bitch.
You're dead
Yeah,
to
she,
me.
Yeah, die,
me,
bitch.
Bobby, is dragging the hell out of me, and then after
But
that,
I'm
she
also
goes.
always asking like a week before, or
You're like,
like
"Can you
2
do the
days
pod?"
before the event.
But like I'll try, but I end up trying to like I'll end up still trying to like do it. Like, but if
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
not here,
yeah.
I won't do. Like, it's if I'm here, I'll 100% like be down for it.
But it's that thing where you're always out of town the minute I'm like.
Yeah,
doing
literally like
something.
right away, like the
Yeah,
day
and
before.
then we're like always running into each other at weird things.
Yeah, very weird things
Too weird.
like pissy floors and stuff.
So speaking about pissy floors, how is it going from being on something like Hocus Pocus 2 to performing back at the Abbey?
I actually enjoy it.
Oh.
I essentially enjoy going back. You are so fucking shady.
What did I do? I didn't do anything.
It was the head tilt,
What do you
and the
mean?
people that one. But no, it's I actually just so it's like I enjoy going out, but like going back and performing at places is like
Yeah.
really like fun to do. But it's also what gets me is like the people in like West Hollywood and around, but like it was so nice like meeting you. Oh my god, I'm like baby, you've been to this brunch when I've been hosting for like months and months and months. You just didn't care about who I was at the time.
Right.
You laughed at the jokes. You thought everything was funny and the hosting was good. But then when I got on Drag Race, it's like everybody just completely changing things like differently. So like I'm a part of like WeHo in like downtown. West Hollywood, when I got back, not all of them, but like a lot of people there started to treat me differently, not in like a rude way, but like afraid to have conversations with me or like to come up. It's like, oh, I didn't want to bug you. Downtown, they ain't gonna fuck. They're gonna run up to you and be like, hey, ho, remember that one time I let you borrow some lash glue? I prefer that over anything. And it's just like, it
You're saying
becomes
like
such
the
a
other girls, other queens.
maybe queens and just like people in general. Like it was like a few of them. But it's just like weird that like people like put you on like not want to say like a pedestal, but it's like I didn't like the fact that people were afraid to come up and have conversation when we shoot the shit all the time and talk trash in the back.
Yeah.
The dressing room is like just because I'm on the show does not mean I've changed like as a person because we do know a lot of people change when they hit that screen. I've witnessed it.
And you're not just talking about surgery.
No, I'm not talking about surgery. People who had surgery, but like I'm not talking about surgery. But like people change essentially when they get on the show, for the best or for the worst. It's like a lot of experiences. So I think it was weird at first, but like now, like I'm good. I like going back to West Hollywood performing because it's like, it feels good to be at a place that you know and see some familiar like faces and stuff. So I enjoy it.
I've actually, when I go back, it's
think-
like a little bit weird to see it because I haven't performed there like 4 or 5 years, I don't think, and it's been weird to see like all the places that I used to perform at are completely closed, like Flaming
Saddles is like
where
the
it's
most
like
painful
I got
one.
my start doing those competitions is like completely gone.
Dude, dance up on the table.
Yeah, it's basically this. Oh my god.
No, it literally was up so high.
So some of these bigger gigs,
Uh-huh.
let's talk about them. Hocus Pocus 2.
Yeah.
She's doing a bit.
She's doing the best.
She's doing a
She's done
bit.
the best. One of the most fun people to work with because she's so chaotic.
Kimora.
Kamora's chaotic.
Like the best kind of chaotic. Oh yeah, like we were saying like a hotel and there was like a bunch of like weddings going on and stuff, and there were like a lot of hot guys and shit like that. And like I was like, come on, we need to go people watch. And she goes, let's do it. We literally sat on like this like couch thingy at the bottom of like the whole like office like roommate thing or whatever, and like just watched and just looked at me and was just like in such a joy. But like I didn't expect her to like do that. But then at the same time, we get on set and like they're giving us an 8 count, and she practiced it for 4 days and was stressed out. Like Kimora is literally the same person you see. She is so chaotic, and it's just like it's funny to see.
An
I
8
was
count was
rooting
stretched.
for you.
I was rooting for you.
Oh, that's how she was with. Oh, they're doing the bit. I said, bitch, just scream. They doing the bit, and she's like, okay, they're doing that bit. I said, come on, we're not about to do this. We sat up 2 hours trying to one line. I said, but we ain't got much to say.
But
Just
they knew.
blurt it.
They must have known.
Mm-mm.
And that's why they
No.
gave her the line.
They
I
ain't
don't
know.
think they did.
They didn't know at all.
Okay, but you got to meet the gals.
Yeah. I got to meet
That
all
was
this.
Kathy and Jimmy.
Freaking amazing.
She's
So
my favorite.
I did Hocus Pocus. I wasn't supposed to go do Hocus Pocus. Like Drag Race knows about this now. We finished filming Hocus Pocus, filming Drag Race, and it was like months later. Nothing was out. Nothing was announced. So you're not supposed to go do anything else. You're gonna literally keep this in. It's not gonna bother me. I'm not gonna get in trouble for it. But like I wasn't supposed to do anything else. But I'm not gonna tell Disney no. And in the back of my mind, I'm like, once again, business transaction. You really think it'll be mad if someone from their current season is with like some older contestants from the show, not like age old or
But
Ginger,
yeah,
but like
previous.
previous. Even though Ginger was quite older than all of us, but yeah, she knows that. She calls herself a glamour toad.
She's
Who says toad?
She's
my
not
age. Keep going.
Old.
How old do you think I am?
I don't know.
Young or old? Carrie said I'm old.
Wait, you the both of y'all in your 30s, no?
Yes.
Yeah.
But I'm.
You said Ginger in her 30s? Ginger in her 30s?
Ginger's not in her 30.
It
Yeah.
must be something in that water in Florida. Got
You
to
know,
be.
I was just there. I had a wonderful time in
No, I
Florida.
want you to guess Meatball's age.
Jada. Well, how are you? 34, 32,
Right in between those two.
33?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ginger Minch is
Mhm.
38.
Shut up.
And I'm 37. We are the same age.
She looks
Wow.
young for 38.
Willem is older than Ginger Minch.
Ginger's 38?
Yeah.
I can't believe she's 38.
Yeah.
Oh my god, she gonna kill us for that. Anyhow, I wasn't supposed to be there.
Wait, so did you audition or was that an offer?
No, so like I think originally it was supposed to be like Jay Essence Hall. And
Oh.
then she ended up having to do something else. And then they saw this stupid ASMR video that I made.
You dumb bitch.
And that literally what got, and so somebody was like, "Oh, that's like very funny." So they messaged Jason, my agent, and he
Yeah.
was like, "Well, you know what? I can go ahead and do it for you." I was like, "Yay!" So he did it, and I was not supposed to be doing anything else. And Catherine was sitting there, and then she was like, "Oh, so you all are on Drag Race?" And then everybody was like, "Yeah." I was like, "No, I haven't been on the show." She said, "I haven't been on the show." I know RuPaul, and she told a story about her and Bob. Bob confirmed it.
Yes.
So she
Oh,
goes,
God.
Catherine and Jimmy.
Catherine goes, "Once we leave, I am going to text RuPaul and say, I like this girl. She should be there." I said, "Baby, you don't have to do that." And she's like, "No." I said, "No, please don't. Like, don't." Yeah. She's like, "Why?" I said, "I don't think I'm ready. I just don't mess her." But I was really trying to tell her not to mess her, bitch, because you tell this hoe that I'm up here filming with y'all.
You gonna be in trouble.
Bitch, I'm like, and then you ain't going to the side sources. You trying to go straight to the middle of the
To the
dot.
RuPaul.
You know, ma'am. Baby, it's just like, girl, it's like, don't snitch on me for sticking my hand in the cookie jar, because grandma gonna beat my ass. I ain't want that kind of moment to happen. So, and she was like, I was like, "Nah, baby, you ain't got to do that." But like eventually it ended up coming out that I was on the thing. So yeah, that was before Drag Race. That was them hiring Kornbread as Kornbread, like a local person, instead of
That's
a Drag Race
amazing.
moment. I just happened to fall.
Well, because right
Drag Race.
before you left for Drag Race, you were like at every bar. You were like the queen
Oh,
to
yeah.
have in LA.
Running
Like,
around, girl.
And you had your own show at Redline.
Mhm.
You were doing one in WeHo, or you were just hosting the brunches?
I had my own, so like I started my own I had my own Sunday brunch was mine
Yeah.
at the Abbey, and then literally I had to leave for Drag Race
Yeah.
like 2 weeks later.
Which was like the
but
huge
but yeah, it was
brunch.
humongous. Like
Have you been to that one?
I don't really go.
the Sunday's
over
really
there.
good. It feels good. The brunch is like cute.
It's really nice.
They don't. Yeah, you'll like that because it's like
I
you know,
prefer the
food?
brunch.
the gays don't wait. The irritating gays don't wake up till about 4 o'clock
Oh, okay.
because they were like at the bathhouse.
out
yeah,
late.
or
They
in
were
the-
at the Abbey earlier
Which
that day.
bathhouse?
that day, and then they went to like Vaseline Alley, so they won't be
Oh,
there until like
Vaseline.
4.
I love Vaseline Alley.
I've
That's
never
why
been.
got
I
my
honestly
dick
wanna
sucked
go.
Just like a diaper.
I want to quickly,
Shut
before
up.
we do
Can we
your
go?
thing, I want to quickly ask you about the Fenty fashion show.
Yeah, that was fun.
So that just and
Mhm.
you're in the scene in the desert
Yeah,
with
Johnny
Taraji
Depp.
P.
Taraji P. Henson.
You haven't seen it. And Cheryl Lee Ralph.
You seen the clip?
I
of
saw
me online.
your
and that's all
part.
that matters. To
I saw
me.
you and Taraji with the dancers in the line.
which
Yeah.
was
So
nuts. Those
good.
dancers put in work.
Did
Of
you?
course, they look like they were running from set to set.
No, they actually like the crazy part is like we were spaces between us, and I'm not gonna forget yours. I swear. I see you about to ask one, and I ain't about to talk too long for you. Forgot. But like, there's so much space between us. They had to at least dance a fucking like mile and a half.
Yeah.
Because we were not just like, all right, switch out. No, but they were traveling the entire time, and they did that take at least about 5,000 times. So them girls, I don't
Those
know,
are
non-binary men, whatever you want to call them. So I don't want to like misgender about it, but the whole group, they was putting in work, and I come in like it was insane. I would have quit.
So did you meet Taraji and did you meet Cheryl Lee Ralph?
Yeah, they were there. We were literally sitting like they treated everybody the same. We were sitting right there in a little metal chair outside watching everything happen. They were like very sweet people, but also just not like badger you and be in your face like that.
Of course.
I'm just like, because it's cold out here. These shoes is hurting our feet. We out here to get the bag and do what you got to do. But it was fun. Like, and everybody was like super sweet. The shoes were atrocious. They hurt because I do my little kittens and we had to walk in the sand. But I'm like, also I'm not about to argue with
When it's a
when
reality.
Rihanna let girl do this. But I'm about to do it. What do you mean? So it's like we did it, and it looked good because I was like, make sure y'all edit up so you don't see my feet falling over. But it was great. That was a lot
Well,
of
I
fun.
did
Fitness was a lot
not
of fun.
see that.
Yeah,
I
'cause
just
they know
saw
what they
you
doing.
dancing.
They're just giving a little movement, but it was a lot
And
of
I
fun.
want that swimsuit. Where can I buy it?
Well,
Fenty.com.
Girl, but you can just take the one I got. They're gonna send it. I can't wear
They're gonna
that.
send it. You
Yeah,
didn't even get to take it home.
Hell no, because the line wasn't out yet, and so they ain't want nothing
They
like
said
leaking
nothing
stuff.
is leaving.
But they'll put it in the box
You
and they'll
have,
ship you everything.
Put your cell phone in like a thing.
Some people do. Like they tape the back of your phone with like a sticker, and then like if you take the sticker off, they're like obviously no once you check out. But like we got to do BTS, so they're like, oh, Kornbread's allowed to have her phone off. They weren't like that trying to like hide it that much, but they're not gonna let you take the outfit away and then you like wear it around and then
Right.
it hasn't
Yeah.
been, like shown on the thing. But they're gonna send you everything once everything's done.
And also,
which is
they were
good.
probably like, she has a big social media following. We want her take on
I'm
To
that.
show
just
stuff.
always so curious, like who they think like, oh, this is a sane person who won't screw us. Even
Oh
whether
yeah,
or not
and then it's like you don't know that. I mean,
Yeah.
you are, but like
Yeah,
you
yeah.
don't know that.
You
At any
know.
minute, I could turn on you.
Like full on switch. But you understand? I like the set though. My favorite thing about it, they called me Demoria instead of
Yeah.
like Kornbread. They knew who Kornbread was, and obviously like everyone there. But like they made it a duty to let me know we hired Demoria to be here, and obviously I'm gonna use Kornbread because that's my name for like
That's your stage
business. But
name, yeah.
it was so cool how they treated me in that aspect of like we're getting you here because you are a plus size black trans woman. That was like their full purpose behind it, and it was
Right.
not like a whole. I mean, I am from Drag Race. That's on there, but it wasn't like a Drag Race moment because they would have had
Yeah.
a bunch of people from Drag Race.
Yeah, they weren't
to do
like
it.
Slay Sis, come do the
Yeah,
drag
oh my
queen
God, the drag queen
moment.
person. They was like, no, Demoria, come up there and tiptoe. And I was like, not y'all did the research. I'm like,
Oh,
no, they're
that's
really good. They're
amazing.
one of the best sets I've ever been
That's
on.
incredible.
Yeah, I love them. Like, they're dope.
I love a hearing about like sets taking care of people,
Well,
even
Don't
if
look
there are
at me
people
like
that I
that.
don't like.
Who?
Like Taylor Swift and what's his name? They took care of all those drag queens.
You mean
What's the
Todrick?
Todrick Hall
Yeah.
rents his house.
Yeah,
they
he he took care of the drag queens, but not his dancers.
Well, we don't know.
I know.
We don't know about current dancers.
Mm-hmm. Oh no, current ones too.
No, the ones on tour are getting paid.
The ones touring now must be getting paid, right? Or
Uh-huh.
are they just kind of like, do you
No,
think he's one of those
Rico-
people that's literally like, give me your passports
No,
so they can't leave?
Rico, who was
Shut
on
up.
our show, said he got paid.
Have you ever been on a tour like that where they're like, give us your passport?
Well, I lost my passport and then in the hotel
That's why.
one time on the last tour that I did, and then the lady was supposed to get it back to me, and she was like lying about it being shipped, and she really didn't get it shipped. The person who was on the tour, it was her job to get all the stuff, and yeah, so she had me look for my passport for about 3 weeks, and I got my passport the day back before I was supposed to leave, and like I missed a gig in between the tour, but that's a whole nother conversation as well. She screwed my life up with my passport, so I'm triggered when you say passport.
Passport.
But they fired all the other crew and just kept her, which makes no sense.
Must be her touring company.
No, it's not. I mean, she's the same one who left the door open on the bus. And so when the bus was driving, like all of our luggage and stuff fell out on the side, and she didn't realize it fell out on this side. So we got to the next city, and when she was going to get our stuff, she realized she left it in the other city because she was drunk and too high. And I was like, sit outside. And so we got there, and we had none of our stuff, and we had to spend like $1,000 on like makeup and stuff to get ready. And she had somebody drive like 7 hours to get to us. But yeah, that was fine. But she's still on. Everything. Mine, Heidi's, Jimbo's.
Oh,
Oh,
and this
okay.
was
So
not when
this
everything
is
got stolen.
new.
This is a
But
different.
who she got stolen?
There was another
Jada,
tour where
everything
Jada
got
stuff
stolen.
got stolen out from under a bus.
Like 4 girls got their bags stolen.
Oh, that's probably with Voss's tour.
Oh, so this was with M&P,
Yeah.
S&P. Okay,
This is
let's our
crazy,
new
the amount
segment.
of shit
Kornbread,
that
you
go-
should start a touring company.
Yeah, you should start your own.
I honestly want to do
So
one.
everyone is treated right.
I want to do one, but it's just be like me and a couple of people, and then
Yeah.
I have a food truck follow behind. So like we just sell food outside.
See,
Perfect.
And
you
so
do the
wanna
meet
go?
and greet. You can,
And then they
you
have
can
to buy
a
meet-
kebab.
You can meet
No, it's
if you
literally.
buy the food.
If I show you the text message I talked to Jason about, we talked about this. It literally the name of the thing was going to say meet and greet, but it's going to be smell like meat. I swear to God, I'm going to show you all of this. I shit you not. Meatball, this should actually be a really good thing. We should do this.
We should do this
Like,
fat slut
I'm not
meet
even
and greet
kidding.
together. Perfect.
MEAT. Let's do it. I'm here for
Did
it.
you hear about this though? She's
No,
taking
what?
a fat slut to Austin. She got
Yeah,
Austin,
all I
Texas.
saw.
candy
You
and
know,
Kansas
me.
candy.
News. I
Yeah.
thought you were on tour.
What day?
Oh yeah.
Not anymore. What day was this?
It's December 9th in Austin,
Here's the thing.
Texas.
We'll go to Austin, then we'll all go to New York, see Strange Loop, and
I
then
te-
we'll go to Chicago
What day are
and
you-
watch
wait,
people
So
what-
it's
cuss out
after,
Saints.
it's after that.
Meatball.
I can change
You
my
messed it
It's
plan.
up.
the 17th of December.
I was about to say, so what day? Because they were already in it, but then you said that.
I'll tell you.
I was
It's
about
the
to get it for you.
17th of December. That's when I'm at the theater.
And bitch, I'm off. What's up? You trying to pull up?
I
We can
think
go be
I'm
messy in the
off.
back.
I think I'm
Okay,
off, and I
do
don't
your
wanna go.
special
I
segment.
think I'm off.
I
Right?
think I'm
ready.
off.
I think I'm in there.
I
Wait.
thought this was my iPad at home, but you know I have a big one.
I brought a snack. Should we do that before your special one or
Yeah.
after?
Let's do it after because
Okay.
a palate cleanser.
Is it
Yes.
elote?
It's not elote.
Is it
Because you're
tequila?
corn,
No, I just really like elote.
Yeah, clearly.
but I heard that you don't
reverse
like
mirror.
cornbread.
Yeah, that man set me up.
And
So
you did.
it was the same one from like our Meet the because you know I'll go all day. It's the same one from the Meet the Queens, and like they made me go first. So like long as we were supposed to go do Meet the Queens, I had to do Meet the Queens at 6:30 in the morning, like up like dressing all this stuff. So
Your
we
call time was 6:30.
oh baby, I
in
called it was like
drag?
early. It was like 6:30 was like all right. Yeah, so we thought we had like an hour and some change.
Yeah.
Once we got there, and then we got there, and it was like, oh no, we supposed to like starting this time because they got a long day. There's almost
16
people.
girls. Or
So
whatever
they was like,
the
oh,
fuck?
Cornbread, we're going to start with you because we know you're going to like wake it up. And I'm sitting up here like, baby, I'm going to wake it up, but I'm still asleep. So I get in there.
That's
but
rude.
we had like, but they're all like super nice and they're like prepping, like going. I'm like, okay. So the guy in there, he's like very shady, but like in the best way shady.
Uh-huh.
So I'm like, him and I would go back and forth. So he knows the words to get me to say stuff to respond to him. So he did that to me in this video on purpose. And then he was like, imagine if you said on the camera that you did not like cornbread. And I was like, yeah, imagine. I actually don't like cornbread. And then he just took that and he asked me the question in the interview portion after we filmed that first thing. He was like, so do you like cornbread? And I was like, yeah. He was like, well, you said you did. And I was like, no, I didn't. Where's the proof? He didn't tell me he was recording that video. So it's like little shady stuff like that, but he knows me to be a man.
Call me. I got a job
is
for you,
my
sir.
favorite.
Who is that
Like,
man? I would like him here.
I'm obsessed with him. He literally shady as shit.
That's smart.
Yeah, but I told him, I was like, I don't want that generic, like, out of closet kind of thing where it's like, oh, this is what I'm wearing.
Right.
Like, baby, let's have fun. Because drag queen be lying. Baby, my house not set up like that. I told the people this came out of a bin. It got hair on it. It got the makeup stain from the promo. Because why am I wearing this? Like, no, let's show like the real side of drag. Like,
Right.
stop acting like, you know, some people do houses do look like that. Because Candy House was sickening. And it was like that. But like, some people stuff, baby, y'all know Candy's house looks really cute.
Of course
It's
it
like
does.
insane.
She's very expensive.
But like Mean Girl, I'm throwing all this drag in the closet. I don't want to look at it.
Right.
For what?
Oh yeah,
So,
I have a whole room in my house. I just lock it away in, or
It's-
put it in the
it's-
garage.
Open the garage.
so-
And
Or
I
let
saw
your
it and
cats
got a
hit
lot
all
of
the
stuff in there.
babies.
Oh yeah, I have to like keep everything closed because my cats will like
Like, eat
roll
everything?
on it
Ooh.
and get their hair all over it. Okay.
Yeah, segment. I told you I go off
Our
on the
next segment is called Slant My Name.
Oh, I love those. Ooh,
In the
wow.
style of the 2008 Beyonce and Tyra Banks interview entitled Say My Name, Say My Name, I will be asking you questions based off of puns of your name. Now, I am just now realizing that your full name is Kornbread the Snack Jeté.
Use
but
whatever part you want.
I forgot, and so these are only for Kornbread.
I'm here for that. But before we start this, did you know that's why Beyonce doesn't do interviews anymore? Because Tyra Banks will know what the hell out of her?
Yes,
Let's go.
I can imagine. And that's
Girl.
why she's more famous
Slay
than anyone else, 'cause she doesn't...
Fiance. Beyonce. I'm like, baby, that don't make no sense.
Never mind. Next segment.
No, you
I
did
did
all
that
this
on purpose to
homework.
stress
It
you out.
it
No,
took me
let's
5
do it.
minutes.
I'm
Okay.
here for this.
Cornbread. Is it true that there's a video of you getting your black blown out on the internet?
There's multiple videos of me on the internet.
Warnbread. Any words of warning for the divas auditioning for season 16 of Drag Race?
Yes, you don't have to say yes to everything. Do whatever you want to in the sense of, protecting your career. And I'm going to warn you, you're not going to have too much time to eat because you can be like, okay, am I eating or doing my makeup? So just drink an Ensure or something. They give you a lot of time to do those things, but like if you got the extra, why not start getting ready? So like food is like a second thought
Yeah,
to you.
look
But
at your
they give you
best.
time.
Yeah, spend
Yeah.
more time on your makeup than eating.
And then
You can
eating.
when you get
And that's how I lost a
go
lot
to
of weight.
hell.
It's funny. I lost weight until you gain weight. But yeah, warning, just live your best life, honestly, when you do the show.
shorn head. Are you strictly wearing human hair units now?
No, this is just part of my lazy phase to where girl Demoria and Cornbread, they just, intertwine at this point. Why not just throw a wig, glue it down, it ain't gonna move, it's on my head, and just use it for all my numbers.
Corn dread. What
Locks.
scares you the most about the future?
I don't know it, and I'm nosy as hell. Like, you don't know what's gonna happen. So I want to know. Bitch, I'm nosy as shit. If I don't know what's going on, I stressed out. I shit you not.
Me too, and I
Like,
hate surprises.
Oh, I
Don't
can't
ever fucking
stand
surprise
a surprise because especially with hormones, I be on mood swings. So if you ever think you about to throw me a surprise party, text me and be like, "Girl, we about to surprise you," because I might be walking in a different personality. I don't like surprising. If I don't know the future, I'd be stressed out. I don't know what's happening. Don't like it.
That
Absolute
meme of
sick.
the
Hate
kid
it.
jumping up out of the garbage can and immediately getting punched in the
Would it be me?
face.
Because and I'm scared of every goddamn thing too.
Oh, me too. I'll
Jump
scream.
scares, woo, can't do it.
Torn.
Ha! I'm just kidding.
That's for later.
Oh,
Okay, we
sorry.
won't do that one. Torn thread.
Yeah.
As a fat bitch, your looks are all custom. Who are some of your favorite designers to work with, and who are the ones that you hate?
Oh, let's talk about it. G is for Godot is great.
Oh, yeah.
Artist
Love
from
Godot.
Anonymous Very Luck, but G's for Godot is phenomenal. JMC Couture, it's like really good.
Who?
JMC Couture.
Oh, yeah, yes.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
who makes all like my corset and like fitted stuff. One of the best people like I ever worked with. And it's like for the queens. And they told me, oh my god, I was like, I never like would work with like a lot of plus size people. Like I don't have the opportunity to. So they were like really excited to do that and like to like test it out and obsessed with it.
You ever had any designers say no because you're big?
Yeah, in the sense of they just ignore my messages.
Yeah.
And then when they see how things happen on Drag Race, they're like, oh my God, I would love to create your promo look or your finale look. And then when I say, no, I'm good because I messaged you before, then you get upset when you see me at the finale. But yeah, people have said that before.
And their name is? No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, you say
Oh,
don't
that's
test
too
it.
much editing.
But yeah, no, too much editing. But yeah, it's people do say no for sure.
That's so annoying. Airborne bread.
Ooh,
What's your Delta status?
diamond.
Warm bread.
What happened?
Which is better?
Also, let's talk about the theory too in a bit about the Comfort Plus, how it's a scam. But keep going because I really
is a
like.
scam.
I want to talk
Well,
about that
you
because
don't
y'all
sit
did
back
it.
there, so
But
you
you
don't
know,
know.
you sit up in first class, so who cares?
Well, yeah, I do sit in
So
Comfort
you
Plus.
don't know.
I do sit in
You're
Comfort
not one
Plus.
of us.
Like,
Don't try to
Don't
be one
do
of
this.
us.
so Diamond,
Little Miss
if you buy
Hocus Pocus 2.
if you buy main, then they just bump you up to Comfort. So I'm sometimes in the Comfort thing.
Oh, so that's the thing with Diamond when you buy main.
Yeah,
They'll
and
bump
you
you.
can
You
automatically
pay
just
the
click up.
main.
You pay the
when
main, and
when
then
I
you
got,
can click it up. Yeah.
Candy's tickets, it immediately just like pushed
Adjusted
her all
it.
the way up.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, okay.
It
that's
does that
great.
for you.
Want that?
Yeah.
But like now, I just tell them like buy me Comfort Plus just in case ain't no thing. Cause
But
like,
Comfort Plus is just a narrow seat, and they're like, oh,
On
there's more
some
net
planes.
Yeah,
Girl.
but it's not the planes I'm riding on.
But I think
We're
I
on
think
the
you just
wrong
paid the
path.
extra $100 and something for the Miss Vicky's crunchy salt chips. Just they're
When they put the tray
And
in
then
your
they
face.
put,
Yeah.
it's like I also also hate when they're like, "Do you want something?" And I'm like, "Put it over here because I'm grabbing."
Yeah, I'm
I'm
looking
getting
for
2
more than
handfuls.
one.
Like,
And see, that's your
I
problem.
don't care.
It's giving a course meal. I need my savory. I need my dessert. I need my
Yes.
Great,
appetizer.
come back with that little biscotti.
Yeah,
Yo, like
where
full
is
on.
the
that.
Biscoff?
Oh yeah, what happened to those biscotti?
They're in the back.
See, they're on.
Giving them to the economy.
It's the economy,
That ain't
people.
me.
That-
baby. These
that's
are
not my
so
style.
heavy.
I'm actually obsessed with them.
Okay, warm bread.
Mhm.
Which is better? The Red Lobster Cheddar Bay Biscuit, the Olive Garden breadsticks, Cheesecake Factory's brown bread, or Cracker Barrel bread bowls?
Ooh, that's a very complicated one. So I'm gonna say yes to all of those.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, even Cracker Barrel?
Oh no, I don't eat a Cracker Barrel anymore because I'm from South Carolina and it's a little scary. But
Okay.
no, I mean it's bread. I'll eat it.
Whore bread.
Mm. Whore, like whore.
Yeah, you a whore?
Yeah.
Okay.
Duh.
Corn
said that-
Red.
the
What's the last
videos.
book that you read?
Oh, I just put together a coffee table. So I read like the little manual, like take the directions. That was,
I
like,
read
last
the
one.
picture book that came with my book.
That's all.
Adorn bread. What luxury items are you wearing right now?
Mm,
Well, I see the Louis Vuitton bag.
yeah.
What's the shoe, baby? Get the shoe, baby. Get
No,
the
I don't
shoe.
think you understand. Like everything, this is how you do it. All of this, girl, Amazon. I got this from like a store in the mall. You just accessorize it with expensive stuff, and then
Oh,
people
the
think you pay a lot
Dior
more for it.
water bottle.
Oh yeah, this is
now
my
that has
favorite.
been featured
A
on your
Dior
Instagram.
water bottle.
This is so the gym in her building closed, so she had to work out on the stairs.
On the stairs.
So she had to put on her Balenciaga shoes and her Dior water bottle to go up.
And
down.
when the lights went off, you lit the way with that Balenciaga,
With that Balenciaga
bag.
bag.
that
Does
shines
the light over? That's my.
out the
I almost bought
bottom.
that one today, but it didn't match. And we're also not in the middle of the club too, so I wouldn't like light
love
one for.
that bag.
But I do like purses. And
Wait,
accessories.
now is it true that you cannot turn that bag off?
You can.
Oh, okay.
There's a button right in the inside, and there's a charger too.
I thought that would be hilarious if it could never.
You just
turn
buy it
off.
and
And
it
You're just like
lasts
at
forever.
Wicked, like trying to.
It's
like,
a blood diamond
hide it.
fueling the fucking.
You like shoot it at her face.
Right up in my face. You ain't green no more, girl.
It
But
might
yeah.
make the show more interesting. Kornbread. What's
Ooh.
the worst drag-related injury that you had, and what was it like watching it on TV? And also, why couldn't it have been Big Dipper?
Wow. Actually, the worst has been a hangnail. My ankle made my career. Let's be real. So
Ankle.
ankle literally made my career.
uncle.
My uncle. Oh my god, my ankle. I have my ankle. That's my favorite thing.
When are you gonna have her? When are you gonna hang out with her and do a
Who?
little ankle thing?
Madame LaQueer.
Madam McQueer, the original
both
ankle.
Oh,
and click.
girl, she don't like me. I don't like her either.
Okay.
Girl, sorry, let me do that. I don't know. We should definitely hang out together. That'd be fun. Oh my god, the ankle sister should definitely get together.
The ankle
We gotta talk about how we was in
sister.
Palm Springs when she looked at me and Kyron thought we were stealing her tips. And her ratty wigs. But yeah, I would love to work with her. That'd be so amazing.
Okay. Next question. Bullhorn bread. Did it feel weird? Cause she. Hold on. Horn and corn.
Yeah, bullhorn bread.
Bullhorn bread. Did it feel weird on your season when you told Jasmine to shut the fuck up?
Mm-mm. It didn't feel weird at all. And Jasmine was her and I are like cool with each other. It's the world that like goes crazy about this stuff. But Jasmine knew I came at her in a very good light. I didn't even say that was the first episode when I sat back behind everybody when we got to that table because I was like, okay, girl, you said a lot. You've been like a lot of personality this entire time. Pull back because I didn't want to get that annoying edit. So I allowed everybody else more space to talk because I wasn't worried about them like
And
taking
they
up for me.
pulled you forward.
So
you're like,
Jasmine did it. So
Yes.
Jasmine said, Kornbread, I just want to thank you for X, Y, and Z, X, Y, and Z. And I'm like, no, baby. Don't give me no credit because we sitting here around this table now. I said, because ain't nothing changed. And so that's why I stepped forward because she approached it. And I was like, oh, well, since she brought it up. And Jasmine knew that. But the
That is
conversation.
not how it looked at all. It
Well,
looked
duh.
like you were just at the table, like, I'm gonna tell you about yourself.
But if you look at it, you see me behind everybody,
I
every
remember.
cutaway. And then I walk up forward, and then Jasmine had the conversation. And I said, bitch, I talk a lot too. And I said, but just allow people to have their moment in the whole situation. They took it to where it was like a whole like fight situation, a whole little dramatic, blah, blah, blah. And even I told them, I was like, y'all did too much with that. I was like, because we did not fight with each other.
Yeah, because even when Jasmine was on the show, she was just like, yeah, and then everything was fine, and we respected
And we
each
both
other
put, we literally, our mindset was literally, all right, we about to talk this out instead of like bickering this entire time. I'm being like boring. But yeah, they just made it so much more. And like even in the challenge together, I did roll my eyes when she picked the group because I was like, okay, girl, now I know why you picking us. And it was like, it was very tactic. Me and Jasmine were very like, we
that
were
was the
there.
gag.
And I
When
was
she
like,
said, cornbread.
oh no, I knew she was about to pick that group. Like I knew this when we walked over there and she got picked last. And see that's the thing. Everybody wanted to blame it on me, but Jasmine got picked last out of everybody. Everybody had that mindset. I was just the one that like spoke up about it. So, but if you essentially look at it all together, Everyone said
Everybody
something.
felt it.
They just made it a whole me moment because obviously me and Jasmine, conversation, good TV. But no, everybody felt some way because if not, they would have picked her
Oh,
at the
that's true.
first. Think about it. And so when she came to my group, I'm like, I rolled my eyes because I knew the camera gonna be on me. She gonna pick my group because Jasmine is smart. I'm not gonna just sit here and be like, oh, yay, Jasmine. Girl, why not make it a moment? Roll your eyes. Jasmine gonna come over here. All right, the episode about you and Jasmine, which it
Making
was.
good TV. Self-producing from the beginning.
Very much.
Unborn bread. Do you have any drag children that you would like to abort?
No, I won't abort them. I just ignore them. I do like my parents did me.
Crowd of... Crown of Thorns bread.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
You still religious?
In some aspects, yeah.
Corn
When I'm in a
misled.
crisis.
Oh, sorry. When I'm in
Jesus,
a crisis.
help! And I'm like, girl, you not gonna listen. I cursed him out
You ain't
yesterday.
done shit yet. Corn misled. What's the worst drag advice anyone has ever given you?
Don't go on Drag Race. Come to Dragula.
Corn spread. Did you know that the ingredients in the classic Texas party dish corn spread are 3 cans of Mexicorn, sour cream, mayonnaise, a bundle of green onions, 2 cups of shredded cheese, and tortilla chips for dipping? What's your favorite dip to bring to a party?
Myself.
Okay.
Dipping it, daddy. No, I'm kidding.
Ah!
I don't bring dip to party. I bring alcohol.
We know.
Yeah, I bring my own wine in my thing, but I always bring 1942 to whatever party I go to.
You know what? Okay, that's my favorite tequila.
It's the best. You
It's
should have told me more
always
about that.
sold out at Cork and Crew over by me. I gotta go somewhere.
Cork and Crew.
Go to-
Whatever it's
I
called.
like that name.
Order it on DoorDash because they'll tell you the places that actually has it in stock. And that's the only thing it'll pull up. DoorDash will do it for you.
Everyone's drinking it now, and I'm like, since when does everyone have $200 for tequila just laying around?
They don't. Unless you're doing EDD fraud.
It's the Biden check.
What's that, Biden?
We're gonna take a break. That was Slant My Name.
Slant my name, slant my name.
When no one is around you, say Slanty, I love you.
You
got-
ain't playing games.
Oh.
Kelly wasn't even on that one.
Gang.
She's not on that song. She's just in the video. We'll be right back after
We'll
that.
be right back.
That's a good fun fact, no shit.
We are back. I am 16. Go. Are you? You're
I'm
very young.
17.
You're in your
super
20s.
young.
Sure. No, I'm about to turn 31.
Oh.
I turned 31 January 14th.
Maybe that's why you're
Fun.
such a smart business lady, because you're a little bit older than all these little chickens.
Well, it's smart because they kicked me out of the house at a very young age, so I had to be an adult.
Same with Carrie Colby.
Hmm.
I wasn't kicked out. I was just a problem.
Were you a problem?
I was a definite problem. in
You were
the
kicked
house.
out
I
of
was
the
talking to my
classroom.
parents. I was kicked out of a lot of classrooms, and I was also told. I was told that I was distracting in class because I would do like I'm doing now, and I would just get up and start talking to people and walk around and be like, "I gotta go to the bathroom," and then my teacher would be like, "You would always leave to go to the bathroom and come back 20 minutes later." Because I would just do laps around the school. I didn't want to be in class.
Yeah, you have a real jovial, kind of a bouncy walk, and I can just imagine you bopping around those school hallways.
With that long hair.
They need to learn.
Oh,
People just don't want
yeah,
to be
you had
sit
long
down.
hair.
Like, personalities. Like,
Public school
that's
education
hard.
was not for me.
Oh,
I
neither
needed
me.
like to be like arts and crafts all day and then like, a little bit
Montessori.
of math. Yeah.
All right, so
Those little
we
bitches think they're so much better than everybody.
we have two, we have
Montessori.
two segments left.
Okay.
This segment is one that we like to call
Food
break!
Food break!
We're gonna do a quick food break. I brought a snack.
Where is it?
It's right here in my hand. I'm gonna show it to you.
You're reaching on the table.
It's-
What? Cummies! Sperm-shaped gummies, soft
hate
chews.
when people say cummies.
I love it.
It
Give me them
stresses me
cummies.
out. And the first person I heard say was Isadora, and it literally drove me insane. Cummies.
Isadora is the doll.
Oh,
At
the
end of
the
the night,
doll.
she gets in her little Tonka truck car
Yes.
and goes and sucks off or fucks as many old, well, not old, they're just
Wait.
like hot.
Please, pause. Put it right there. Meatball, you got to reach in this bag.
Yeah, go
You
ahead.
got it. This is.
Let me do it.
And she makes these. You can buy these. Purchase these online. Look,
No, I'm not making this for anybody else. It takes too much.
try,
Why?
just buy some.
You
on-
made those now.
She
Uh-huh.
did. And you can sell those for about $200.
Does it taste like cum or pina colada?
I never know what cum tastes like because I tell them to shoot on my face.
Because you use it for skincare.
I use it just for like a look, an
Yeah, wait, are you
inspiration.
doing Botox? What's going on? Your skin is very
I don't do
smooth.
Botox. I'm fat. We're just gonna swim around. I haven't had no work done other than like.
It's fat. It's gonna swim around.
What am I gonna get? People get Botox and fillers. What the fuck I'm gonna fill? Ain't no space to put in there.
Mm.
I don't even know what my
True.
regular face look like up under here. It's covered in fat.
Yeah, because you get Botox for the sweat.
For the sweat and for the forehead.
I do
one
want to do that. I
little
haven't done it yet. But no, I
It's-
haven't
This
done it.
doesn't taste like anything, right?
It tastes a little bit pineapple-y.
It does taste pineapple, which makes sense for a gun.
For a cummy
Wait.
gummy.
Pina colada flavor.
That's genius to make it taste like pineapple.
That's very smart, very
Girl.
funny, but not good.
But not good at all. Well,
Okay, well, I mostly got them for the
it
box.
leaves this weird tingling in my throat.
Well, like,
I mean, honestly,
Like the real it's still my belief, and please, if you're a doctor, call and let me know. But that tingling is the cummies trying to
Swim?
impregnate in my throat, right? That's where the tingle comes from.
or just probably make you gag because you just don't like the flavor of it. And your body's like, baby, we don't want this.
baby, we don't want this.
It tastes nasty.
It's different.
People be lying. I'm
Because
gonna.
if I was gonna gag, it would be like my mouth would be filling with water and preparing,
Oh, and
Getting the
yeah, that's
saliva.
getting
true.
ready to vomit.
You think they're
Alright,
just fighting
well-
the current like salmon?
I think that they're sitting in my throat trying to get into my uvula.
And you say, nope, one now.
No, I can't
You
have any
going
more
for
of
more?
that. No.
You
What?
want another?
What you offered on
Do you
camera?
like being called bread?
I mean, I don't mind most of it.
Does it remind you of your...
I just don't like how other drag queens like don't call me Silky. People still do that.
Yeah, that happened to me a couple.
That's so irritating.
How?
It's because
They're black.
I would say
Racism?
because Silky black, I'm black. It's not like you just hired her for a tour because I wasn't going on it because we look the same. But like, no, people's drag race, which you call me Silky all the time, they call her Kornbread too. Before I got on Drag Race and they would call me Silky, I was taking the money. Hell yeah, I take a picture. You give me that $50 bill. Call me Silky all day, which yeah, slight racist that. But after that, I was like, nah, I'm over it. But like before I got on Drag Race, hell yeah, I was Silky all day.
Mm.
The fuck?
That's so fucked up.
Yeah, no, it's atrocious.
It happened to
actually.
me one time in Edinburgh, I think, or wherever we.
They
were.
called you Silky?
We were on the street and they're like, "Oh my God, is that Brooklyn Heights? That's Nina West and Silky Ganache." And I was like,
No.
"Bah, bah, bah, bah." I had to like look around. I was like, "Please be pointing at anybody
You
else
said-
but me."
Doctor!
Dr.
Reverend.
Nutmeg.
I love her to death, Jeté or Fierce, but when we did Hocus Pocus and like the photos were coming out, paparazzi shit, they thought it was Kimora, Ginger, and Jeté or Fierce. But that's that nobody knew who I was at the time, and then Drag Race came out and they realized it was me.
I love.
But like I love
Jaden.
Jeté, and like, yeah, no, she's
Yeah.
insane. Really good.
So this segment is called
Fuck Talk! Where you don't-
And, you know, we're going to...
Fucked out?
Fuck
Fuck Talk.
talk.
I like this kind of.
'Cause
Y'all
I
do
know
good
you
topic.
like married men.
married ones.
Didn't you used to fuck some dads?
Attached.
That's a red wine. That's a red wine.
I wish I had nails like you. Those look good. But no, I fucked a few married men, but they ain't got nothing to do. They don't tell me till afterwards.
Right. That's
Yeah,
how
it's
I
none of
feel,
your
too.
business anyway.
Hell no, I
Like,
ain't
tell
cheating.
me when we're done.
Yeah.
Don't tell me beforehand.
Girl.
I don't want to know nothing about you. Not even a name.
Mm-mm.
I so
Not
this
even a
is
name.
this is just a segment where
Yeah.
we like to tell our most like wild, outlandish, crazy, embarrassing, exciting, hot
Mhm.
sex story. Like, do you have like a go-to one?
I go to the store now because I hook up at a lot of places. Like obviously the obvious places outside parks and stuff, like normal people. The best thing to do is do it at nighttime at the beach. So listen, this is how you get me. If you take me to the beach at nighttime, I'm gonna give it up anyway because #horror. But if you take me to the beach at nighttime, we watch old episodes like Pokemon, and then we're like drinking and just chilling.
Episodes of Pokemon
Yeah.
on
At the beach.
Jodo.
drinking red wine
Red
from
wine
a
from a
Dior
Dior.
water bottle.
Well, no, I don't take Dior water bottle because if the trade's gonna try to rob me, then I don't want anything expensive on me.
What kind
But
of
if they're
beach?
gonna rob you, you definitely want to be at the beach.
Yeah, because I got something in my purse. You're not getting away. Yeah, I'm a thug, baby. I grew up in the hood. But yes, I was
What
experiencing a
about
lot of
the
places.
sand
What about it?
in your crevice?
They got cars. Baby, we just chilling at the beach. If we going to the car, I'm not going to sit here.
You're
And
Oh,
from
you're
the
not
sand.
on the beach each.
Yeah, you like at the beach. And you like park and you sip
At
the
the
water
beach?
and stuff.
Beach?
Let's go get away.
Let's
Right.
go.
But yeah,
at
I do
the
like the beach. And then and when people like performing and stuff, I've done like in a lot of dressing rooms. I'm like blowing like multiple people.
I like watching those little Go-Go Boys OnlyFans when they're fucking second in the dressing room.
Oh my
Right,
god,
because-
it
To me,
pops on
there's something
Twitter. You
so
see it all the
hot
time.
about it.
Because they're just always like, oh, yeah, let's fluff each other up before we have to go perform.
And then you see the full video and you're like, oh, there's penetrative sex and there's a little
Hormone.
goo on my seat.
I fucked the father and the son too at one point in time too.
Together.
When I was in high school and I was separate. We actually went to church together.
Church is where it's at.
No, that's like the best place. But I was like screwing the dad, and I was also
Church and
screwing
Boy
his,
Scouts.
his
That's where all
son
the
too.
fags are.
At the church. Or you knew them
Well, we
from
like
church?
hooked up in like church parking lot. I would like hook up with the dad like at the like
You're
church videos
really
and
into
stuff.
the car.
The
The
core.
core.
Girl, because it's like the most closed off setting. You don't want to be in like random weather. You know, if it's too hot, you sweating. Don't look too good. If it's too cold, it's chilly. It's gonna shrink up on them. We don't want
What's
that.
the what's the
But
You
most
know where
fa-
else you could do it?
Where?
Outside of a house.
Yeah, but why do that? What's the fun of that? I need you in my personal space. Give me that energy.
What's the best
Release that energy on the
for
parking lot.
for you? What's the best position in a car? Because we have this conversation
All
all
the
the
time.
time.
No, okay.
Because
So
I find it uncomfortable and challenging.
You gotta move both car seats forward.
Mm-hmm. But
To
no,
make room?
disclaimer. So I'm not that big of a whore, just like slightly. But no, I hate leaning over a seat and like blowing somebody off.
Same.
Cause like I don't want it sideways. You need to be like face forward on it. But like if we're like screwing, you get outside of the car, then you bend over inside of the back seat, and then they're like behind you kind
And
of.
your feet are on the ground or your knees are on
Yeah.
the
So
seat.
like say like this is the car door, you
Uh-huh.
open it, and then this is the back seat. Then you just lean forward and you just bend over.
So
and
they're
stand.
pumping,
Yeah.
but they can look out around into the world.
Baby, I ain't topped nothing in my life. You saw Drag Race other than
Like
that.
a
I said
Periscope.
they.
Girl, that's what I'm saying. I ain't never topped nothing because it ain't me bending nobody over. It's they doing the work. So I'm just gonna lay right here.
So you
Mhm.
really do feel like you're protected in a personal space, but they're out there with their ass to the wind pumping away.
Yeah, they gonna see your face. If somebody sneaking with a camera, I'm bent over inside of the car, baby. That's you up there pumping. That's not my business. But yeah, the cars are like pretty comfortable. But they're not bad. Houses are great too. Especially when they're full of parties. You know. Everybody's having fun, opening
No.
presents for Christmas, and you're in the back room and fucking somebody. Like those are
I
fun
think I
too.
want to throw a sex party
Honestly, you should. I've thrown a few of them. I can tell you what to do.
at the. You've thrown a few of them.
Sex parties? Oh my god, yeah, I'm one of the most sex positive people. I just don't tell my business like that to the world, but yeah, I'm one of the most sex positive people on the planet.
Well, not
Yeah,
at my
most
home.
Walk us through a sex party. of
Yeah,
yours.
what's like? Where's the main expense? Is it snacks?
No, they ain't about to worry about eating unless it's like as and you also have to get the right snacks.
How do you
Um,
curate
The party?
Who comes? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so like obviously you know people and you meet people like from out, right? So if I text a couple of homes, they're like, "Hey, girl, I'm about to throw this party." They know their people. Everybody's met somebody in some kind of
Right.
shape or form, and then that's how you.
Do
you
you
get to
vet
go.
everyone who comes to your house? Are you aware of everyone who's
Oh, it's
coming?
not at my house.
Okay.
I know someone who owns homes
Uh-huh.
in the valley,
Okay.
and there's like homes with, like pools and all that stuff, and he rents these homes out. But we know each other like very well because we used to fuck. And I was like, can I use your house? He was like, yeah, what is it for? And I was like, a sex party. And it's like, yeah, let's do it. And I was like, okay, cool. And so he has like a pool and he has like a bunch of rooms and stuff in it for when they like, rent it out and stuff. So that's where I do it at because you're not coming to my place. I'm not gonna like let you in my place and you do all that, you know.
Right.
So and then you just do at these parties and you get the people to come and then they all show up and it's like a whole like respect thingy. And most of them are like DL people or most of them are like closet people or some of them are just like, business people who don't want to.
Right.
She's like, yeah, I've hooked up with like people in like the political field, like celebrity entertainment. If this was a different podcast, we have a whole conversation. I put up with
This is the podcast.
we know. Oh, baby, you gonna get me shot. But like no, like all I gotta list off when we offer this out, there's so many rappers that we like hooked up with. There's so many stories to it. But yeah, like I have throw parties all the time. We used to do all the time, but not no more because like the show and stuff. But like,
Yeah.
throw parties.
Can you be on an app? Can you hook up with people as like freely as you used to be able to?
I never really used like app like that in the first place. But like
So you're better.
if
than
you're
that.
no, it's just they weren't looking for me on them damn apps. But like as a trans person on the apps, you usually are getting looked at by heterosexual identifying people.
Right.
So they're not too much into the drag race. You'll know because they'll call you a fan. So what it's crazy because like the gay guys from drag race, the guys who do drag, who identify as male, they probably have it worse than what I would have it because they've had moments. I know a few stories that tell you like, oh my God, I'm such a fan. I can't believe I just hooked up with a superstar. Like they get that kind of moment.
Right.
I never have to worry about that stuff ever. But like I'm also just like not like hooking up with people because like I'm in a little settling down phase. But like y'all, I don't do it anymore. I don't have to search.
Wow.
I like that
Just
you
throw a
guys
party.
like
That,
parties.
yeah.
That's
They're so
adorable.
fun. Yeah.
I just
I
went
know
to
a
one on
great
Sunday night.
space.
Wait, where? You want me to help you throw one? I could plan
The
it.
Gia Gun Studios.
Not that.
Yes.
And
Why
she-
not?
If
There's,
that's
there's
some-
different rooms.
And-
There's different themes.
And you won't see no glamour there.
And I'm gonna have bottomless wontons in that one room.
You love
Shit,
that
they got a bottomless
shit.
wonton?
Jesus
No, but
Christ.
I would like to have that. I'd
Bottomless.
be-
That
yeah.
just sounds like really delicious. But wontons are really good. Do you do cream cheese with the crab in it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the best way because when they just give you the just like, minced pork,
Ragoons.
ragoons.
Ragoon.
Ooh. But yeah, no, sex parties are fun. I feel like people try to act like sex is like such a taboo thing. We all know y'all out here sucking and fucking. But y'all trying to act like everybody else ain't do it. Girl, bye. Come on at this house. Get your
Yeah,
bag
and
on
why
out.
not suck and fuck in a room full of people that are sucking and fucking?
And
And you
then-
could swap around and
and
suck
then
and
you
fuck in a circle.
Yeah, I just only suck one of them though. I just have like my one person that I get there. that we've like hooked up on a regular, and then everybody else, y'all can go like swap spits with each other. That's on y'all. Y'all gonna just mess up y'all 23andMe. If you go take it tomorrow, it's gonna be like 17 people DNAs in there. But for me, it's just the same person that I hook up with. That ain't got nothing to
So
do with
you
my
like the setting, but you're gonna be more
I like-
focused on one person.
Yeah, I like creating a setting where people can be open and having fun.
Because no, we've talked about this.
Why not?
Because you talked about when you went and sucked
Why
that
you-
guy's
what you
dick, and then
kikiing
it
about?
tasted like Layla McQueen's ass.
Oh my God! Whoa! Why are you kiki? What happened to you?
Dying over tomorrow it's going to be 17 people on the
People's DNA
23andMe.
Because they're gonna have a bunch
But
of
I
DNAs
was-
in
and
there.
then I was thinking, is that how you could fake your...
No, it goes
ethnicity?
away.
It
I know,
doesn't,
but if
girl.
I was just making out with 6 different people and then spat in, I was like, how confused would it be?
I'll tell you this: the sex party
might
I was
miss.
at on Sunday,
Mhm.
there were only about 12 people, maybe even less.
That's perfect.
maybe like 10 people there, and I was into 5.
Okay.
wow,
5 or
that's
6.
a great...
I
How
f-
many were
I
into
fucked
you?
3 of them. I sucked 4 of
No.
them. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
but I was watching as the one that I was like, I'm really into this guy, and then he went and he was like super into the person who I personally found the least attractive in the bunch.
Oh.
And so it's interesting to sort of be like, oh well, so you wrote his dick, but I was into, and now I see you. Like, it doesn't change how I feel about you objectively, but now
Yeah.
subjectively in the
It's
room,
Your
completely
brain's
different.
wrong to
I'm
me.
like,
Your brain's fucked to me.
yeah, exactly.
It just people are just so weird about like being like sexually open, I think.
Yes.
And so my whole purpose, like our purpose, is to give them a space to like where you could just have your moment here to where you can like freely express yourself and not be judged by folks, and then go about your business from there.
Yeah.
That's the whole point. It's just like people just put so much bad connotation on it when they do the same thing. It's just try to look cute in front of folks.
Well,
Girl,
listen,
go suck that
Cornbread,
dick.
when we get our strip club business going, we'll come to you as an investor, and
Oh my
then
God,
on the
please.
off nights you can throw sex parties.
Me and
there.
Calypso wanted to create a trans strip club, and we was gonna call it Translate, but then all them people came out the show with like translation, so we was like, okay, we'll scrap that one, but we're definitely gonna call it Translate because it's gonna be trans and it's gonna be open late. But yeah, we're gonna come up with a whole strip club idea, I swear. But then they came out with translation, so we stopped.
And
It's
it's
gonna be
open
open
late.
Girl.
Here's what I
Cornbread, where
like
can
about you
people
is that
find
you
you?
have a great plan and a title for everything.
For everything.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
for
always.
everything.
I'm
She
set
said
for
it's called
everything.
Meet and Greet. It's
Because
called
there's-
Translate.
I mean, it starts with the title.
It
I
always
gotta
starts the title,
say
and
it.
you can build.
Yeah.
Girl, oh my gosh, you call my next sex party meet and greet.
Where can people find you? Not on tour with Murray and Peter.
Well, you can if you think I'm silky. So when they see her perform, they'll be like, "Oh my God, Cornbread did show up," and then she'll say, "What's up, it's silky." Anyway, yeah, all social media, most of them are like Cornbread the snack. I would send you my alt Twitter, but I don't want people knowing about that one. You probably can find me on a couple of people pages on Twitter as well as videos I did not know were being recorded. But yeah, Cornbread the snack and
amazing.
everything.
Look out for Cornbread at the premiere of season
This is too saucy.
16,
15.
15
You're gonna
of
put the
RuPaul's
song out?
Drag Race. The song's coming
Yeah.
out that night.
It's gonna come out.
Are
there.
you gonna be on?
Will you recite the
season
lyrics?
15?
I'm sorry. Hold on. Will you recite the lyrics?
Yeah, my song to my song.
Yeah.
They be like, cornbread is the motherfucking snack. Then I drop like a meal. Talk butch with a real pussy feel. I said pussy on TV. Season 14, you know the deal. I give a beat face, big thick titty, slim waist. Is you hungry? Ding ding. I'm baked. Fresh about the box like Shangela. Cut crease on tip. That's angular. You can't handle her. It's the me for ya. RuPaul gave the bread a call. She said, niece, if you want, you can slay them all. I said niece because, you know, Calypso's my drag mama, not RuPaul. Niece, you can slay them all. Pause. Bitch, check my ingredients. I eat them up. You know, I be the greediest. And I ain't come to clown for the crown. Put my bread in the bag before I put my mask down. Book and fee, 100K next city, next town. So basically, like, give me my money. I'm gonna rob you hoes. And essentially I did.
You did.
Mm-hmm.
And if you want to book Cornbread, call Jason. It's $100,000.
It's because Drag Race was a gig.
No, we got it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You got to think about it.
Oh, you
know,
slayed.
Oh yeah. You slayed that.
Oh, you
gig.
slayed that.
the gig.
Well, thank you, Miss Cornbread.
This was real saucy. Y'all have a
This
very
was
saucy
This is
podcast.
gonna be
We enjoy ourselves.
fun to edit out all the bad.
All the
stuff.
men. Yeah,
There's
they
just
go,
going to be some bleeps.
Thanks so much for listening to Sloppy Seconds. You can follow us at Sloppy Pod. You can send us an email to sloppysecondspod@gmail.com or call in with your own fuck talk story to 213-536-9180.
I'm not wearing a bra.
I hear you.
That's whatever.
That's right. And remember, Sloppy Seconds Live is happening Tuesday, December 6th here in
Shut
LA at the
up.
Virgil. We have special guests Nicole Byer and Lauren Lapkus in the building with us. Tickets are on sale at sloppy300.eventbrite.com.
So come out and listen to us as we record our 300th episode live for you.
And
That's
I'll be there
right.
too.
Oh.
And because I said it on this, so now they can't edit it out to where they say I can't come. So I'll see you there.
Okay.
I quit it.
Also, Fat Slut is happening in Austin, Texas on Friday, December 9th. We have Kennedy Davenport, Candy Muse, Louisiana Purchase, Low Tyon, and many, many more at Cheer Up Charlie. So get your tickets now at No. fatslut.eventbrite.com. And thanks for listening to Sloppy Seconds. Goodbye.
Bye, seniors.
To listen to Sloppy Seconds one day early, ad-free, and to watch our full video episodes, sign up for Mom Plus at mompodcast.plus.
Sloppy Seconds is produced by Moguls of Media, a.k.a. Mom.
Hosted by Big Dipper and Meatball.
Editing and sound design by
William Pitts. Executive produced by Willem Belli, Alaska Thunderfuck, Big Dipper, and Joe Cilio.
Our artwork was drawn by Christian Cimarroni.
And our theme song was written by Mike Malarkey.